Anyway,
Yeah,
so 2024 is here.
it is.
Yeah.
And it's time to get started, get things moving, get things done. And the big question is, what are you going to do? Because a lot of people have no idea what to do. They make these New Year's resolutions.
Yes. Yeah.
And okay, what is today? The second? So half of them are broken already.
Actually, I've looked into the studies, Mike, and it's true what you are saying. Over 90% of the New Year's resolution are basically broken by the end of this month. So considering, and that's why I said intentions, and I did a Sunday book club about the power of intention, which I think it's way more useful than resolutions.
Yes.
Yeah, and I would love to today actually put a timestamp on our interview, on our talk, and get those answers out. What to do when the New Year's hit. And some people, might be just still in a vacation mode, which is really not healthy. You have to wake up, guys. So, what is the first, second, and third thing agents must and need to focus right now?
Okay. Well, you know what? I played a little, let me see here. If I can bring this up. I got,
If you would like to share a screen, we can do that as well. But
yep, we're
you can,
going to
you're
in
going to.
just a second. The first thing
Uh-huh.
that agents have to do is, in my opinion, is get focused. So
Yes.
you've got to be focused on what you want to do for the year. So you're gonna you're gonna say, I want to close 52 deals, a deal a week. Okay. Well, let's the first thing we're going to tell them to do is stop overcomplicating everything.
Mhm.
Stop making things so complicated that you'll never continue doing it. You need to make sure that you are going to have a solid business. And if you've been in business in the past, you have an idea of what that's going to be. But if you're new, you've got to lay out what that is going to do. So let me find share
So another way
screen.
to phrase it, guys, keep it simple. Keep it simple and stick to what you know. Uh-huh. Excellent. I can see it. Love it.
Well, let's see if we can't.
Maybe
Boom.
zoom in. Yeah.
Okay. It's a little easier to see now, isn't it?
Yes. Yes. So what are we looking at?
Okay, here's a little worksheet that I used to do. And it's for the quarter. You start off with an area you want to focus on, which is what? Getting more leads. Okay, let's just use that for an example. Well, criteria for success. How are you going to know that you have success? Well, are you going to look at last year's leads? Do I have more than last year at this time? Well, no, you don't want to do that. You want to go back to last quarter. Do I have more than last quarter? Because that shows progression, that you are getting better all the time, not year after year, because by the third and fourth quarter of last year, you should be way better than you were or more effective than you were January of 2023. So you want to make sure each quarter gets a little bit better. And if you just get a little bit better each quarter, That's fantastic. Think of where you'll be in 3 years. So write down the criteria for success. What is that area of you're focusing on so that you know what success looks like? Many times you don't know what success looks like because you're too busy doing the minutia of getting there. So,
Mike, if you can give us some like basic answers, if the focus area is to get more leads, what
okay,
would be 2 or 3 criteria of success? Like going straight forward, like more commission or how?
okay,
Mhm.
your pipeline. More people in your pipeline down the road. Because when I look at the pipeline, the first step of the pipeline is the big funnel. And that's where everything goes in, all the junk, everything. Now, my funnel looks a little different than other people because I have a little spout that comes off each step. As the funnel comes, well, let's see here. You can see me. It comes like this. Each step has a little exit where I get rid of people because they don't drop to the next level. The first one is everybody goes in. The next level of the funnel is those that actually respond to me. Now, so I send them a letter, I send them a text, I send them an email, I send them something, and they respond to me. Now, they might respond and say, oh, hell no, go away. But whatever it is, they're responding to me. Now, then, the next level is those that we are doing something with. Maybe they want to be a buyer and they want to be on a drip campaign. So they're looking for new homes. So they're on the drip campaign. The next level down is the level that says, we have signed a buyer's agreement. The next level down is, we're out looking for homes. So, I mean, that's the funnel level. So the idea, the criteria for success for me is to get people from level 1 to level 2. How many people have I moved to the next level? How many people are moving through the pipeline? And each quarter, you need to have one more or um, a few more. I just use one more because I forgot that movie where the soldier goes back and he's saving people and he says, one more, one more, one more. And he just keeps going back and saving them. But whatever.
That's very powerful what you're saying, because it's easier to think one more. It's like one more cold call, one more conversation. Everyone can do one more. And there is this book I highlighted last year, and it was actually called One More. And now the writer and the speaker completely escaped my mind. But the principle is that one more is achievable. It's just one more step toward the success. Yeah.
Yeah. And the next thing is, how are you going to get that goes into this area, the big area, the action steps or the milestones. Okay, what are the action steps? Well,
Can you
if you're
give us
looking for more
examples?
leads, are you
Uh-huh.
going to get them from uh, LinkedIn, Facebook, YouTube? What are they? You know? So, what are the steps? Make a video, do a post, do a seller seminar, a buyer seminar. What are the steps that I am going to do? You just write down the action steps.
I have a question here. All these ideas are golden nuggets, but imagine someone who wants to do it all, and that's really not doable unless you have a lot of money and you can invest in assistant and support team. Where where like enough is enough, and then you focus on it, because some agents are really good with video production, but then they might kind of slack in cold calls or LinkedIn, and how do you decide where you focus all your energy?
Okay, you've got to do what's fun, what you
Uh-huh.
like doing,
Uh-huh.
because if you don't like doing it, you won't do it.
Mm-hmm.
So I like video. I'm terrible at it, but I like video. And I don't care if other people don't like what I'm doing, how I look or whatever. I don't care. I'm putting video out there. And um that's what I like to do. So I do it. So I'm constantly putting content in the marketplace. And eventually the content will hit the web crawlers, the SEO, and it is going to be where anybody types something in my area, boom, I pop up. Now they might go, oh crap, there's that ball-headed guy again. No, it's not. It's there's the information they're seeking. So with your action steps, um, I usually put making make videos, and then I list the title to a couple of videos. And then over here is, well, I put who is it targeted for? Buyers, sellers, investment people, move up, move down, whatever. And when do I want this done by?
Mm-hmm.
Now then, you can see from here, there's a number 2, there's a number 3, and it can go on as much as you want. To answer your question, when is enough enough? And for those who want to do everything, fantastic, go ahead. Just don't burn yourself out. I mean, the main thing is one. Do one. And when you have one mastered and your pipeline is really full and so forth, that's when you hire an assistant or you hire somebody else to come in and help you. And then maybe you can be the one that's focusing on building the business.
Yes.
And by being the one that's building the business, you can focus on 3. Anytime you focus on more than 3, you are spread too thin. So focus on one until you have it mastered, until you look over here. My area, maybe you want to say, I don't need more leads. I want to focus on FISBOs. Well, what's your criteria for success? Listing one FISBO a week or one FISBO, working with one FISBO a month, whatever it is. What's the criteria? What are your action plans? I'm going to call FISBOs. I'm going to knock on their door. I'm going to drop stuff off. I'm going to mail to them. I'm going to do social media to it. By when? That's what you're doing. Okay, great. Well, that's not detailed enough.
Ah.
You need to break that down. You're going to call FISBOs. Okay, what does that mean? How many are you going to call? When are you going to call? What are you going to say? What are you going to say when they have an objection? What are you going to do? You've got to make sure that you know as much as you can possibly know and line it up so that it's simple. Act like you were going to be teaching a course and your students are going to have questions. So act that way. Be prepared for anything. And if you are, it'll come natural. So there you
Yeah.
go. That's one thing that you can do. Now then, we are still on, so let's get rid of that one. Let me
It's a
come
great
here.
idea having no more than 3 focus areas. I absolutely agree with you. I'm kind of recapping what you went through and then understanding that we are in business and all the focus has to be toward what generates money. And that's leads, specific type of leads, and anything what can get you closer to your potential clients, potential homeowners, buyers, home sellers. Yeah.
Yes. And there's another thing here that is really good. And that is, let's say you're going to focus on FSBOs. Stay focused. What is your target market? Well, let's say it's FSBOs. What is not your target market? Well, people who are listed with other agents, or people who aren't ready to sell, or something along those lines. So your target market, whatever it is, you write it down. Now, what do they believe? What are they thinking? What are you going to do to get into their mind? So how are you going to do that? What is it that they want? Well, they want to sell their house. What else do they want? They want to save commission. They want to net the most money they can possibly net. So, what is their biggest pain, problem, and frustration? Well, that's simple. Real estate agents calling on them, offering the exact same thing that everybody else does. No, go away. I don't want to talk to you. I'm selling it on my own. And then they have problems. They're not getting enough people coming through. And then they're only getting real estate agents bringing people. So they've got to pay some sort of commission. So they're getting frustrated with that. And what's their biggest fear is if they hire a real estate agent, they're going to get soaked, that somebody is going to take them for everything they've got, or they're just going to get people in there and get them to their bottom dollar right away. They're not really going to negotiate for them. But what is the greatest possibility that they have? What is their opportunity to sell their house quickly for top dollar? And don't ever use the term top dollar, because everybody uses that term, and that's a turnoff term.
What
You
would you
want to
use?
sell it so they can net the most money.
Mm-hmm.
Top dollar is like,
Overused.
yes,
Mm,
big time.
yeah.
So then you got
I
to
like
look.
this. I like this sheet because it can help everyone to really focus who is the avatar, how they think, what they fear, what they are looking for. And then if you look at this on a frequent basis until it becomes your second nature, then it's a refresh to understand who are you meeting on the emotional level, because
Yeah,
we are humans.
exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. And we are greedy, we are stingy, we are selfish, we are what we
Yeah.
are.
Yes.
And we have to be able to play into that to get what we want. Oh, that's the same thing. We are
It is
just
the
like
same thing.
everybody else.
But we also understand that whoever is here as a rockstar agent understands the code of ethics and is coming from the place of service to help people to get from A to B, right? That goes without saying. And while you help them to go from A to B, you obviously invest in it and you deserve a commission. That goes
And
without
in
saying.
an ideal world, that is perfect.
Yes.
That is the way it's supposed to be.
Yes.
But you do have the agents that no other agent wants to work with,
Yeah.
and you do have the clients that nobody wants to work with. So we've got to find our happy place. Who is it we really want to work with? I like working with people that are happy-go-lucky, fun, people I can talk to. I mean, this poor lady I was working with yesterday, last night, as a matter of fact, during the football game, she calls and says, "I want to go see this house." So I called the other agent and said, "I know it's late, the house is vacant, the MLS is already shut off, the lockbox, it's already shut off, but I want to go in anyway. And she goes, that means I have to go out and open the door because you can't get in. And I said, yes,
Yeah,
it
wow.
does. That's what it means. And I told her she could just change the lockbox setting from her phone. And she said, what? How? Uh, uh, we ended up doing it. And we went into the house at 11:30 last night. Now the football game was over, but at 11:30 last night, we went into the house and I wrote a contract this morning and sent it over to her. And you know what kind of response I got?
From who?
Terrible.
From the agent or from her?
Yes.
Oh,
She
really?
goes, you do know that I accepted another offer last night. I'm
Wow.
like, what? She goes, yes. At 2 o'clock, somebody sent me a contract and we negotiated it and the house is sold.
And it was not marked as a pending on MLS. It was still available.
No, but she
Yeah.
didn't want to get up to change the lockbox for me, yet she accepted a contract.
Yeah.
It's like, lady, you're lying somewhere. I don't know where,
Ah,
but whatever. My client pissed because she goes, who saw the house after us?
yes, yes, yes. That is very complicated because at the end you deal with people on both ends.
Mm-hmm. Yep, you do. But stay focused, and all you can do is laugh and move on to the next one.
Yeah.
So it's like, get your ducks in a row. This is the first week of January. Let's get focused. Let's get our minds set on what we need. What do we need? We need, and you can say this, but you can say, I need to make more money next year. Okay, well, that's too vague.
Yeah.
I need to have more closings. Okay, that's too vague. Where are you going to get them from? Where are they going to come from? I need to sell more FISBOs next year. Okay, how are you going to do that?
Yeah.
Now then, you sold X number last year, but why didn't you sell more?
Mm-hmm.
So then fix why you didn't sell more or address that issue. And then you need to make more money, have more closings. Okay, if there's not enough FISBOs in your area, what else do you go for? Move up, move down, luxury properties? Do you do expireds? What is your next area of focus to help you make more money? You've got to think big picture and then narrow it down and narrow it down and narrow it down until you can actually eat the elephant. It's
Yes.
one little bite at a time, but you have to continually eat. You can't get you can't get so fat you have to sit back and burp and
Digest.
yes, no, you've got to
Yeah.
continually keep that arm moving, keep things going, don't
Absolutely,
stop.
absolutely agree. Don't stop. And how about some words on you also need to measure everything what you do weekly, daily, monthly, and that ties in together with time management. I'm a huge fan of time management because we humans tend to waste time. Do you have any tips or tricks on time management when it comes to running your own business? Duh.
Yes, it's amazing that people always, at the beginning of the year, they always set these unrealistic expectations. And they're gonna, some of these agents say, I work 24/7. Well, you're gonna kill yourself. What do they say? 87% of all agents fail within the first 5 years. So with that, let's keep something else in mind. This business is a business. It's not a hobby. but it should be fun. So in order to make this fun, you can't work all the time. So what I do is I work in little bursts. All of a sudden, you know, the best time for me to work is between 11 o'clock at night and 3 in the morning.
Wow, you're in a night owl. Like that's exactly when I get my best deep sleep. But you understand when is your high peak of productivity, and that is very important. So it's good for you to work during that time and not to try to reinvent yourself. For me, it is like 5 a.m. till 11, sometimes a little bit longer, but that's my peak. Yeah.
Okay, so if that's your peak, why drag a chore out from 12 until 3 that you could get done in an hour tomorrow morning?
Correct.
And I'm not saying
Absolutely.
put things off. I'm saying utilize the time that you have. Go back to those 2 sheets and um, utilize those by focusing. You can say, you know what? I am really good from here to here. So you can pack things in that time frame and get it done, then walk away,
Yes.
because you will be more refreshed and ready to go later in the day again, or 2 hours later. Take a break, take time off, do something for you, and then go right back to it. And
Yeah.
I find that that really works for me. For example, last night I was busy until 2 o'clock in the morning. Okay, I was I was jumping, getting this contract going, going through all the hoops, sending things off, getting them signed, and getting them submitted. Okay, that was fun. Now then, it was time to sleep. Well, guess what? I went to bed, and at 6 o'clock, which is late for me. Normally I'm home from the gym at 5, but I got up and I was a little bit sluggish. So I sat around for a minute and I didn't go to the gym. Bad move. But I looked at my phone at 8:30 and that was Roseanne. And I'm like, oh crap, I totally forgot. And so now I'm going.
Now you're
And
going. Exactly.
I'm gonna go today probably until 3 o'clock, and
In
then
the
I'm done.
afternoon? In the
Yeah,
afternoon?
in the
Okay.
afternoon.
And then you'll take a break. Wow.
And then I'm
That
gonna
is
take a break.
intense.
Actually, my wife's a school teacher and she's off. So what are we gonna do today?
Uh-huh.
At 3 o'clock, I'm gonna go to the grocery store.
Just
Okay,
to have a Christmas
it
decoration on to
it
take it down.
cleanses the mind.
That
Okay,
is true.
I'm
Yes.
gonna go off and do something with my wife. Normally I would say go do something fun, but I'm gonna go spend money, and then I'll come back, and this lady I'm working with right now, Angie, her and her husband get off work at 5. So what am I going to do? I'm going to contact them at 5:30 and see if they want to go see this other house.
Yeah.
So I'm taking time off in the middle.
Uh-huh.
So time management, do it when you feel like doing it, but feel like doing it a lot. Otherwise, you're gonna fail.
Well,
But
yes, yes. You have to understand, guys, that this is business you are running by yourself. You're the entrepreneur, and you have to set reasonable boundaries and a standard when it comes to your work and time management and everything, because nothing gets done without you doing the actual work.
oh,
Yes.
now Hannah, you run your own business. Let's say
Couple of them,
you
multiple
you
businesses.
um you're not making enough money. So who's responsible?
I am.
You're not getting enough leads. Who's responsible?
I
And
am.
if
Yeah.
you fail, who's responsible?
Oh, I am. It's all in my hands, and it really starts with knowing what I need to focus on and then going after it. And like one more tip I've learned actually last year from a business coaching I got was when you are setting up your day, the day before, let's say, then focus on three tasks you
Yes.
want to finish throughout the day. Only three. And you're like thinking, why only three? I have to do 50 items. Well, we all do. But if you highlight the three, you are most likely to start and finish them. And then, of course, you can add fourth and a fifth. And while doing these three tasks you decided to do, you already feel good about yourself that you are doing what you're supposed to do. So don't do big to-do lists for each day. Make it reasonable, like stretch yourself, but not too much.
Yes. And if you play that out for the week, that's 21 major tasks
Yeah,
you've completed.
yeah.
Now you do that for the month, and that's 84 tasks. And
Yeah.
you do that for the year, and I don't know how many that is.
Oh my
But
goodness, compound effect at its best. Love it. Yes.
yeah, it's over 1,000 tasks you've done.
Yeah.
So fantastic. 3 a day. Now, I don't work 5 days a week.
I'm sure you work
There's 7
seven.
days in the week. And if as a real estate agent, you don't really know what days you're going to work,
Yeah,
because what if somebody calls and says they're looking for, to put their house on the market today, can you come by?
yeah.
Well, are you going to say no? A few years back, I was at my desk at 3 o'clock in the morning. It was like 2:20. And I get a phone call from a guy from New York. He was
At
in an
2:20 in the
investment.
morning?
Yeah. And I get an email from him, and I responded back to it. Then he called me.
Oh, okay.
And it was he was looking for investment property in St. Louis.
Okay.
And I thought, I don't know why, but okay. So I sent him back and said, well, I know of a couple properties. He goes, well, I was looking for more, like 30. And I
Oh,
was just laughing. And I said, well, I know a guy that's got investment property in Fromp, Nevada. And he goes, well, what's he have? I said, I don't know. Let me get you in contact with him. So I called the guy in the morning, and he had 103 properties.
wow.
And then he goes, so I called the guy back in New York, and I put him on a conference call, and he ended up having over 200 properties in Fromp.
So do you
But
see opportunity never sleeps?
no, and I mean, I might not have gotten this guy if I wasn't at my desk. Now, I'm not suggesting everybody stay at their desk 24/7,
No, please don't.
but you just have to be prepared, because you never know where it's going to come from.
Yeah.
Yeah, and this guy ended up buying over 200 properties from this guy in Fromp, and I got a lot of money.
Lovely.
So it was fun. And
Lovely.
I worked on that for 4 months, but
Mhm.
it was fun.
It was worth it, I'm sure. Well, something stands out from this is that communication has changed over the last couple years, and people really are expecting when they reach out to someone, they expect hearing back very quick, on a text message, almost within like next minute. If you don't respond, it's like, what's wrong with you? Are you sick? Are you out of the country? And I think it is important to understand it as a new trend, new reality,
Oh,
and
yeah.
go with it, because if you go against it, it will not help you, because the world is moving forward and not backwards.
And the same thing goes with reaching out to FISBOs and expireds and so forth. You know, a phone call is always good, but sometimes you have to preface the phone call before you make the phone call.
Hmm.
Sometimes you need an email or a text to go to somebody a few times before the phone call. Now, there are coaches that are out there that are going to say, pick up the phone and just call, keep calling, and you will be the one that they hire because you have built a relationship with them. Well, guess what? That doesn't work for everybody. There are many different ways to, skin a cat, as they say, or whatever. There's many different ways to do it. You've got to find the way that you are comfortable,
Yes. And you
just
enjoy.
just like your business. I mean, some people are not comfortable making cold calls.
Mm-hmm.
There's another way to reach people.
Yeah.
Yeah, some people they're afraid to knock on a door,
Yeah.
and others want to hide behind a letter. Some some people like letters. My mother, for example, who is still alive, she opens every piece of junk mail and thinks it is personally sent to her.
Oh,
I'm like, that is a computer generated letter. And
yeah.
she's like, no, look, it's handwriting.
Uh,
Like,
it has my name on it.
yes, yes. But she's still buying and selling houses.
Yeah.
So, I
I
mean,
I hear what you were saying, and I like it that, guys, this is your business, and you can really decide how you will run it. If you want to learn how to do expired surface bows, we have those programs and we can teach you. Mike is the coach number one to go to. But if you don't want to go that route, there are other ways. And I think it is what you were talking about a lot. It's the compound effect that you have to decide what you like to do and keep on doing it and understand that it takes months to see results. You can get it, you
mhm,
can get there sooner. It can take a little bit longer, but the continuity, compound effect, not giving up, that's a key to success as well, right?
mhm. And doing what you like. Because if
Yeah,
you don't like it, you're not going to do it.
true.
I mean, how many times are you going to stick your wet fingers in an outlet? If you don't like doing it, you're not going to do it. But if
Yeah,
you're going to stick your wet fingers into ice cream, oh yeah. I mean,
yeah,
I'll do that all day long because
yeah,
I like it. So you've got to figure it out. And yes, there are ways to do it. And if you want to know how to do it, or you want help getting you to where you want to be, just pick up the phone.
yeah.
And what's the phone number to call, Hannah?
You
Uh,
know what? That is so funny. You caught me off guard. Guys, why don't you reach out either over email, respond to one of our newsletters, reach out over Facebook, Messenger, and you know what? I will quickly find it, okay? Just
yeah.
let me see
Thing
what's the
is,
line.
there are tools available.
Yes,
And now, let me tell you, there are hundreds of coaches out there, and there's a coach somewhere that will fit your personality and
yes.
work style. Now, it might not be, you might not even know who that person is right now, but guess what? There are ways to find out where they are,
Yeah.
who they are, and find out really the way you learn, because you might not even know how you learn. There are people out there that learn by reading. There are people that learn by video. There are people that learn by going to classes. There are people that just don't learn. So
Yes.
the idea is do something. Get
Yeah.
off your duff and do something. Make it happen, but be focused and have fun doing it. This is the new year. We're still in the parties. Well,
No,
we're
we are not.
still,
No, no, no. I'm full on. And actually, I got from Roseanne, our office manager at Real Estate Rockstars, I got two phone numbers. The first one is 800-573-8492. And the second one is 703-879-5164. And you can also go on listinguniversity.com and see the list of products and meet our coaches. The two of us are there as well. And see if something clicks for you, because it is important to have someone who is basically helping you to go to the next level. And that means coaching. That means someone who can mentor you and help you. And Mike, how many years of experience you have in real estate?
oh, I started in 76. So
There
that's
you go.
24 and 24. That's 48 years.
Oh
Holy
my,
cow. I
yeah,
must be
that's
old.
no, you're not. You're
Yeah.
smart, you're wise, you're experienced. And on my end, I'm coaching home staging consultation and anything home staging related. And I have 13 years. This is my 14th year is in business, and I actually own two home staging companies. So I can teach you too.
Yeah, let me tell you, there's all kinds
Yeah.
of people out there. And if you are out there and you are a relatively new real estate agent, there's no better place to go than an educational type website or
Yes.
an educational type coach. Somebody who's not in it to make $10,000 a month or $20,000 a year on you. No, there's people out there that are willing to help you
Yeah.
for a reasonable amount of money.
That is
And
true. And also we have, when you think about it, for the really, really beginners, we have a lot of free resources on a YouTube channel, Real Estate Rockstars, on our podcast. And then also, guys, if you are not yet members of a Real Estate Rockstar Agent Facebook group, why don't you join us? Because you can tag me, Mike, Jess, Jim, all the other coaches with the question, and we come from giving and sharing. So wherever you are, we are here to help you to move to get to the next level, right?
you know what? Take in little snippets like you're seeing here. And there are other ones where you get a couple of coaches that are on besides us, and they have different perspectives on how to do things. Find what fits you and do it. Do it. Keep moving forward. Don't compare yourself to last year. Compare yourself to last quarter.
Yes.
So you need to see growth. And growth isn't always in the number of deals that you close. Many times, growth is in what you know and how easy things roll off your tongue. Because if you ask me, how do you approach a FISBO and expired or somebody on the phone? I can roll it off my tongue like this. There's nothing to it. So it's confidence. When you have confidence, you're going to feel more secure in who you are as a real estate agent, and you will move to the next level. And eventually, after going to the next level, business will start coming to you.
Yeah.
I'm looking at, you know, one of the guys I have in my office started, and he is out. He just started a couple years ago. He's out banging everybody he knows for referrals and so forth. And I sit here and the phone rings, and it's a guy who last year, Alan, he bought 11 houses from me. He's an investor. And he just calls and says, I want to buy this house. So I write it up and away we go. the guy in my office is saying, "What the hell? You didn't do anything to get that." Well, yeah, I did. I've been in the business this long,
Yeah,
and you can be the same, and
yeah,
he can be the same, and he will be. But you've got to just keep growing, keep moving, and get confidence. Get more confident in everything you do. So that's all I've really got. I don't know what else to say for the beginning of the year to get you motivated, to get you to move. There's a lot of business out there, and
yeah.
2024 looks like it could be a very good year.
I agree with you. I think we've covered the most important topic at the beginning of the year, how to align your focus and why it's important, and how you can structure kind of your day and how you can figure out what to focus on. And Mike, thank you so much for your wisdom and experience and sharing what you shared with us today. And I'm looking forward to chat with you soon.
All righty, that sounds good. You have fun today, okay?
Yes, I'm gonna crush it. It's only the 2nd of January, but I'm on the roll. I love it. Yeah.
There you go.
Thank you. Thank you, Mike, and see you soon, okay?
All righty.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.